Well, let's go now to an update on a story we've been following for well over a year now. It involves the Democratic Party of Oregon, disgraced cryptocurrency exchange FTX, and a $500,000 donation in the final weeks of the 2022 election for governor, the largest donation on record for the state Democratic Party. At issue was how the donation was reported to the state, which created a political firestorm. But despite the drama, the Oregon Justice Department will not be bringing criminal charges in the case. So here's what happened. Nishad Singh was an FTX executive, and he donated $500,000 to Oregon Democrats. But the party reported that the donation came from a Las Vegas company called Prime Trust. So why does that matter? Well, first, it's a Class C felony to make or accept a campaign contribution under a false name, basically so voters can know who is funding candidates. But second, you'll remember that the founder of FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, was arrested for defrauding investors in conspiracy. So money that went into political donations was given under false pretenses and actually belonged to the people who invested in FTX, the Justice Department eventually ruled. All in the midst of these court proceedings, Singh admitted under oath that he agreed to make political donations that were funded with money from FTX. At the time of the $500,000 donation, Singh's representatives told Democratic officials that he preferred the donation be attributed to Prime Trust. The case was eventually referred for criminal charges, but this week, the Oregon Justice Department said they didn't find enough evidence. They say they looked into Singh's documents and emails and talked with him and some people who worked with him, but ultimately, quote, "We are unable to prove that Singh himself or another acting at his direction knowingly made the contribution in a false name." They went on, evidence that the contribution was made in a false name because of a miscommunication, inadvertence, or negligence would not suffice. Well, the AG's office said they would not be able to establish beyond a reasonable doubt that Singh had knowingly broken the law. The Oregon Elections Division initially fined the Democrats $35,000 for the campaign finance mistake, but then knocked it down to $15,000. Oregon Republicans demanded Democrats return the $500,000, which they eventually did. Nishad Singh pleaded guilty to fraud in the larger FTX case. He's going to be sentenced in October.